Afternoon, how are we? It is, right now, it's Saturday. It is the Saturday the 12th of October. It is 12:32. I should actually have been in the shop 2 minutes ago, or earlier than that, but I had a special mission that I had to do today. Obviously, I was on the ice last night, a late training session. It was 11 till 12 PM, and obviously I managed to get off, got home, got something to eat, and then I started editing. So me being me, I was up till about 3:15, 4:15. Managed to get all my stuff done that I had to get done, and now I'm just obviously looking for some filler content. Not necessarily filler content, I mean like stuff that's happened in the store. I'm going to piece that together for the next video, which will be out, well, you've already seen it probably. So the reason why I was on a special mission was we have a customer that can only use a PO2 in Bauer, the same as myself. I can only use a PO2 in Bauer, but I have a modified variant of a PO2 and on my custom sticks, well, what are the ones that I have left, that is. So when these sticks came up, I found a site through lockdown that was selling off some of their stuff, and obviously me being the bigger guy, it was a 112 flex and it was a PO2. Unfortunately it was a Nexus. I'm more of a kind of low kit guy, but one of my customers is desperate for sticks, and I actually managed to go up the loft and managed to find some in my personal stash. So we have a Nexus 1N here that is going to be taken to the store for the customer. It's obviously a 1N SE. The SE is a special edition, which means it's a special edition for Europe, which is made a little bit more robust. It's a little bit more durable. We also had a customer of mine come in and ask for a cage, and it had to be, well, I was told that he needed a cage on Thursday night. By that time it was way too late to be able to get any suppliers to send anything out, so I went up into my private stash again. There's things I like in hockey that I kind of try and stockpile because I know they'll go out of fashion. So this one's a 9900 cage. Basically this Bauer Profile 3 mask is a 9900. It's basically exactly the same as a 9900 from a couple of seasons ago. So we're here. This is a new way I was going to do it today, just for something different. Obviously walking into the store to see what stuff I've actually got to do. I know I've obviously got a conversion and stuff like that I've got to do, so we'll see what's in. So, any surprises?
So this is a strange one. The customer has come in and requested the toe picks to be removed. So over here we already have one that has been removed. Apologies, it's been mental. It is now, believe it or not, 1:46. Here's what I've got left to do so far, and I've already done double that.
never take our love for granted. Love how you make me feel alive when you're with me. Took the pain away, didn't mind my scars and my broken heart. It could rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you, to you. Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you. It's true, right next to you, next to you, next to you.
So, how's the day been?
Very bloody busy. See, didn't swear.
That is technically a half of one.
That's half a swear word.
Yeah. So, what other work have I still got to do? Do you want
You've
to talk me
got
through this?
so you've got your inline conversion.
This was originally meant to be the first job that I did today,
Yeah,
which
but you've not been off the machine
there's
since.
been 30, 40, I think there's been 35 sharpenings so far today.
So that needs to go into there. The bearings and the wheels are at home, lying in the delivery that's just arrived. That was supposed to arrive yesterday.
Which means I need to leave the shop and go down and pick them
No,
up.
we'll pick it up, bring it up.
Well, I want to have them finished before
Well, I'll go and get it then because it's after 4.
that
That's
one
to have a
was
small repair.
that had already been done. No, the small repair was the back.
Oh, aye.
So I don't know if you can see it. This Pamela needs to actually learn how to YouTube. Hold it up to the light here, and we'll maybe see that there's a piece of leather in the back of there. That's better. You can just see. Could you take the camera and hold it exactly where it is? There. That's it. Thanks very
Okay,
much,
so that's
Frodo.
done. This one needs a small repair on the edge.
So these ones here, they're wanting them repaired along here. There's nothing really that I can do for that other than put a small piece of foam over there and sew a piece of leather over the top of it to try and make it like a comfort edge. So I might give that a try later on. Obviously it's, what time did you say it is? What time did you say it is? She couldn't answer, she's stuck in her face. So I've got this to do, I've got that to do, and what's the gloves?
On the table.
Yeah, that would help if you actually showed people what they've got to do. Come on. So there's another two sets of gloves here for repairs.
Coho needs a small repair there.
A small repair. a small repair needs to be done here on this to hold this together.
That one's okay, I think.
What's to deal with these ones?
I've got a hole in the thumb somewhere.
Which means I need to take the whole thumb part off to be able to repair it.
Could probably just patch them because he's got another pair on the way.
Yes, but how do I need to patch them, Pamela? How do I need to do it? I've just told you. Listen, see these things here, little ears? You might be able to use them. Or are they blocked because you've got an ear infection?
What? Because he's got an ear infection.
Sorry?
Do you know it's been so quiet all week without you?
I know. I actually seen in one of your videos that you made for YouTube that you said something along the lines of it was so quiet without me, you actually missed me. It was like having a missing arm. I bet you're wishing that f***ing arm was still missing. Because all I've seen to do today is just go pam 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 pam. So see, it's basically abuse apparently. I'm the abused one.
You're emotionally abused.
Aye, for you, definitely. Right, beat it.
Okay, thank you.
So just quickly, I just wanted to show this. I don't know if it will show up very well on here, but don't know if you're able to see the orange peel effect on this or the cross pattern on the sharpening, and it doesn't even go past here, so there's no sharpening on here whatsoever. It's very, very rough, not smooth at all, and it's missing quite a bit here. On the previous skate there was actually a divot round about this area as well, so that's now had to be cross grained out and obviously sorted.
I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching me. I'm gonna dance, 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 dance. I'm gonna
So there we have it. We have some new CCM skates with some highlight holders already, or chassis already put on them. Now we are patiently waiting on Pamela bringing us the wheels and the bearings so we can get them finally fully assembled, and then we can get them out the road. Thank you very much to the customer. His name escapes me. Hold on a wee second. Yeah, so as I was saying, thank you very much to Christopher Hamilton for obviously choosing us to do the job for him. Apologies it's taken so long. Obviously this week has been a bit of a nightmare with obviously the juggling act of the new job and stuff like that, but they are now done. Just waiting for the chassis. Sorry, not the chassis, the wheels and the bearings. Again, it's been a long day. So the time is currently 2 minutes past 5. Pamela's pulled the shutters down. Obviously the shop is now technically closed. As you can see, the shutters are now down. She's went home to pick up the order because there's a couple of things that I'm going to have to do in the order to get ahead for next week. So my next job while I'm waiting on her is a wee sewing job with a pair of gloves.
Would you love me better if I could? Would you love me better if I could? I wonder. I wonder.
So there we have it. The glove that had a massive hole in it now does not have a massive hole in it. This wee bit of thread just here will be taken away in 2 wee minutes. Make sure that that's melted back into place. You're looking mega happy. Just tired. Well, it's obviously been one of the things where this last couple of weeks, or this last week specifically, you've had to kind of carry the shop while I've not been here. So obviously people don't realise the toll it takes on you. Obviously you don't necessarily keep the best of the best of times.
No.
But that's something
I don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
It's, I get judged enough, but I don't need other people judging me. We've mentioned it briefly in the past, I don't keep so well, so juggling what I juggle is a fantastic feat for me, personally.
I agree.
But,
Good job.
Just feeling it tonight.
Like I said, it's been a long week for you, obviously for you having to do this. Personally, it's been a long week for me. My head is burst with all the training stuff. I will divulge that it is only bus driving that I'm doing at the moment as a part-time gig, but it's full-time. It's pretty labour intensive in the sense that there's a lot of studying that I have to do, considering I haven't really studied for the last wee while. Fair enough, obviously. Pam will tell you, for me I think studying and stuff like that comes across pretty difficult because I have got an element of dyslexia. So the last couple of weeks when I have been kind of trying to study for the new job and stuff like that, there is a lot entailed in this. I know there's probably people out there that's watching this that's already probably done this, and I commend you for it, but I just don't have the temperament anymore to be able to do stuff like this because I have been so set in my ways for so long. It's been one of these things where I have genuinely felt like the shifts have totally thrown me because it's been a long time since I've worked like specific days and specific times. Fair enough, obviously the shop has specific days and specific times, and people don't realise that we work outside of the store hours. So it's obviously been alluded to in the last little while that we do work at home a lot. If the store is actually closed, we're actually working at home, or I'm sharpening at home, or there's a lot of other things that's going on at home. Try to spend time with the kids, try to spend time with Pam. And it's something that we've actually spoke about for the last little while. I don't think we've actually had a night off for the kids in a long time. Months. Pam's mum obviously doesn't necessarily keep the best, and we rely on Pam's mum as the main kind of caregiver for the kids at times. Obviously Pam's stepmum and her sisters step in quite a lot of the time as well, so we commend both of them, or all three of them as well, to be able to kind of step in and look after them. Sam and Sarah are not easy by any means. They're hard work, especially Sarah. She's a stroppy mare like her, and obviously Sammy's a bit like me. Sarah might have my temper, but Sammy's got my ADHD, kind of can't sit still, has to do 100 things at once. So obviously that's something that we've been kind of trying to kind of work through as well. Obviously with me out working another job, obviously the shift working this week, next week I am 6 until 2. This week I was 6 a.m. till 2. And that'll be the earliest I've ever had to go to work. Before, when I worked in the sports centre, it was a 7:30 start. Sometimes if you were on a night shift, you would do 12 o'clock at night all the way right through until 7 in the morning, then start another shift. You could sometimes do a night shift into an early shift, which I did quite often. One of the things that I'm obviously kind of getting used to was the first week it was 8 till 4, the second week it's obviously 2 till 10 or 2 till 10:21. It's like 8 hours and 36 minutes per day, and then obviously next week, like I said, is going to be 8 a.m. till 2:21 in the afternoon, which is obviously going to be a bit of a bollock again, because the shop is now going to be second fiddle to this until the training aspect is out the road. Now bearing in mind that this is technically only going to be week 2 as of Monday, so there's still another 5 weeks of this to go. It is exhausting being on the bus the whole day, especially if you're not driving. So I'm not going to say what company it is, because I'm not allowed to say what company it is, obviously, because I would then be breaking their social media policy, and I can't do that at the moment. So one of the things that we actually have to do is we have to go out and we have to drive for an allotted amount of time. So originally it's 45-minute shifts you would do, so you do 45 minutes behind the wheel, learning how to corner, stuff like that. Obviously your width of the bus, the length of the bus, taking roundabouts, learning how to drive on motorway with it, stuff like that. So it sounds relatively straightforward, and it is relatively straightforward. It's just, like I say, there's a lot of sitting about waiting to get your turn to drive. Some of the people that are on this course have only been driving for maybe a year or 5 years. I'm 22 years driving now, so obviously it's something that is slightly different for me to get used to as well with the studying. Most of the time, any of the studying that I would be doing, or the work I would be doing on a computer, is editing or working on a website, adding products, removing products, updating websites, updating the social media, all that kind of stuff. It's not necessarily looking at hazard perception and theory tests for PCV license and stuff like that. But once it's done, it's done. But there is a professional certification of competency or something like that I've got to do, which is 35 hours over 5 years to be able to get me how would I put it, so I can service people. I don't mean like servicing them and like giving them a right good servicing. I mean like service the public and the public service of driving a vehicle. You have to be able to do that, and that's something that's obviously going to be a continual assessment. So
just like a PDP in it.
Yeah, kinda, but at the same point it's personal development, but you're just trying to kind of keep yourself to a set standard as well. So again, obviously with the shifts, it's kind of knocked 7 shades of out of me and Pam, because obviously Pam is now having to kind of pick up the slack for the store, and she's obviously having to pick up the slack at home, and we were just having a conversation about that while I was doing the glove. So anyway, that's just to kind of give you guys a kind of brief understanding of what we're actually doing at the moment. In an ideal world, I wouldn't have to be working on a bus. I would be obviously thriving in here, sharpening skates every single day and repairing your broken kit, or your kit that needs a little bit of sewing or whatever else, a little bit of TLC. But obviously that's unfortunately not the case.
Not enough money. People are not spending enough money.
There's definitely, we genuinely have noticed that the people just are not spending money. Maybe they're spending money elsewhere. That could be the thing right now. So there is a lot of different things that are kind of holding us back, and one of the things that I will say is holding us back is the whole aspect of the supplier distributor change. We feel for everybody else that's going to be affected by this, but I understand the nature behind it. I spoke about this before when Anne and Jason were doing Demon Extreme. They had Shush, but that was different. That was slightly different. That was a niche market market for the stuff that they were doing. If you have a big store down south that's literally selling just only one product and they are the distributor, they have the market right for everything. And it's not us knocking them in any way, shape or form. I know it comes across as we're maybe a bit bitter about it. It's not. It's just there's a very, very frayed line between what we think is right and what is actually wrong. And that's one of the things that I would personally say is maybe it's not necessarily the fairest, but then again, life isn't fair, so we have to move on for that. And that's where
Apparently there's no fairness in business.
there's no fairness in business, and there's no friends in business as well. Apparently it's all just money. But
Maybe that's where we've always went wrong, is because we've always been pretty accommodating and loyal.
yeah, exactly, that's where I think that we went wrong for quite a long time. But then again, this is another thing. This is where you will probably see more CCM, more Warrior, more Sherwood, more other brands that could be breaking through to obviously fill the void. I don't know where it was up to because the battery died, and I'm not going to go over it again.
Yeah,
I know, absolute amateurs. But I think I was saying something along the lines that you might see different brands, and you might see a wee bit more loyalty to other brands from us. That is because there was already brand loyalty with the brands and the distributors. The likes of Brian, Ken and Darryl at 6030, which are CCM, we can't thank them enough for their time and their patience with us. Obviously it's been a very, very hard summer for us. The same with Neil and Pauline at Blue Line, who are Warrior and Sherwood, Blade Master, stuff like that, and Graf. And Graf Hockey, that is. Obviously New English, who are figure skates, you know the brands that they sell.
Rai Sport, Adia, Graf Figure.
So these are the companies that basically have kept us alive, and the reason why I say that they've kept us alive is because they're willing to work with us. Not only are they willing to work with us, they have a, how would I put it, would you say there's a human element about them. They are the same as us. They're in exactly the same boat as us. They're struggling by just as much as we are struggling by. And one of the things I will say to you is they were the stores, or they were the distributors, sorry, that stood by us after the fire, where we had other distributors who were trying to take us to court, obviously. But it's not that we're bitter about it, it's just obviously over the years you have to realise that there has been a massive amount of stress, strain, different things that happened to us over the years. Family coming and going, friends coming and going, or people we thought we were friends, they coming and going, people that have tried to step in and basically try and take over the business and stuff like that. But we'll not get into that, that's obviously for another video. But there has definitely been an ample share of drama in this, in running a business. Everybody is exactly the same.
In hockey.
Yeah, especially in hockey. Everybody and anybody wants to be a distributor, and everybody and anybody wants to have the aspect of running the store, but they don't want to have the stress and strain of actually having to pay the rent.
A lot of people get involved in it and they don't realise what they're getting involved in.
Yeah.
There is no money in hockey equipment unless you have a superstore.
Well, pretty much. But we have seen over the last little while as well, there is companies that are giving away ambassadorships and stuff like that, and I don't mean like ambassadorships as in they're giving them free stuff. I mean is they're basically allowing them to become a seller or a rep for the brand to be able to get them out there more. That only, in my opinion, kills their brand, because there's too many people then trying to get their own markup on it. I'm not against people trying to make a wee bit of money, but when it comes to hockey equipment, leave it to the guys that actually have a store.
Pisses me off. We've got a person that sells figure skate equipment who has no fucking rent, no fucking rates, no insurance, no bills, no website, no cost to pay. And us mugs sit here, we pay the rent, we pay the electricity, we pay the insurance, we pay for the website, we pay for this, we
have to have a
shop
shop front, and we have to have a sales agreement with them, and we have to have a storefront to be able to sell their products.
We're the one that keeps them in stock, we're the ones that got a wall full of figure skates, and yet we're the mugs that do it. And then this person sells out of a garage or a container or a bloody shed. Sorry, my rant annoys me.
We get that quite a lot though. We've had a lot of people in the store recently, or probably not necessarily recently, I'd say maybe in the last couple of years, who all decided to take on the distribution rights for a specific hockey brand, and basically it saturated the market. Everyone was selling exactly the same product, and then it became a bit more.
All the retailers refused to touch them.
So now that's one of the reasons why you don't see that brand specifically in my store and some of the other stores,
or even in Britain anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty much killed them off.
Well, when we left Europe as well, it was rated as a cheap brand, so it was cheap to buy and cheap to turn over, so people bought it for the element of the fact that it was cheap. When we left Europe, and then the VAT and the import all had to be added on, it was no longer cheap.
Yep, that's one of the
Huge
reasons.
expensive.
That's one of the reasons why we find it more difficult with regards to the True Hockey kind of brand. We would love to be able to sell the True brand.
There's no
UK
supplier.
distributors. There's genuinely not a UK distributor. I know that all of these other stores, the kind of bigger stores, I won't name them because you already know who they are.
They have the turnover, they
Yep,
have
they've
the
got
capital.
they've got everything in place for that to go ahead, whereas we just don't have that at the moment. It's something that I don't know if we ever will have. It's something we are striving towards. It's something that we're kind of fighting towards. But there is other things that have to happen first before that. Happier things like me getting married to this Muppet. But anyway, or this Muppet getting married to me, and technically her being my carer because I've got ginger hair. But anyway, I'm going to go. I'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully there's
You
enough.
might not, it might just be me.
It might just be Pam. Yep. So you will actually probably see me
No, next week you'll be in a lot more.
Yeah, you'll see me again. I'll be here, unfortunately, annoying yous and annoying Pam. Definitely going Pam.
Gee, look at this Pam, look at this Pam. What's
She
this Pam?
made that comment earlier on in a previous video saying that she felt like her arm was missing, and today she was hoping her arm was missing because I have done nothing but annoy her. So yes,
I'd rather have an annoyed day than a not annoyed day.
yep. So anyway, while she's ready to fall asleep, I'm going to go, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take it easy. So you might have thought I'd went away and I said bye-bye, but I'm back, and there's a reason for that. There's a good reason for that. The good reason is, there we go, the conversion's finished. Pam went down the road and managed to get the order that was left at the house. So there is Vigo bearings in here, and there's the Vida asphalt wheels in there as well. So they look pretty sweet. I've got to admit, they look pretty good. So I'm quite happy with my wee handiwork there for them ones. I ran out of copper rivets. Usually we do a full copper rivet just to obviously kind of displace a wee bit more of the energy going through the skate, but steel rivets are perfectly fine. So we've got 6 in the front, 2 at the back, and then 2 coppers at the back. I was waiting on stuff coming in, but unfortunately got missed. So I'll need to make another order through the week for some Blademaster stock rivets, stuff like that, eyelets. But we also have some Jersey steels in. Again, that's just obviously the multi-fit steels. So I've got a pair of 254s for a customer. I've got a pair of 280s for a customer. The pair of skates that are sitting just there, that's for them. And I've got a set of goalie shift steels. Sorry, Jersey Pro steels, which are the shift holder for goalie size 7 as well. So quite chuffed with that. Obviously we got some more stuff in. We've got some Warrior girdles that are going to be going out to the Connor brothers. Get them away soon. Both of them went the same size. They tried mine on and mine's kind of drowned them a little bit, so mine's is only an XL, there's a large. There's a kit bag there ready to go out for an order as well. There's going to be some more sticks coming next week, I think. Maybe the week after there's going to be some more sticks in. We're going to be restocking tape as well, and obviously that should be me finished for just now. I'm going to start making a template for these, cut some leather, and then obviously make a comfort edge on them. My version of the comfort edge. Now, one of the stories, we never touched on it on the Ross Conley interview. When Ross actually had his Achilles tendon severed with a skate, when he came to me with his skates to repair them, the comfort edge was cut all the way through, and I actually rebuilt the full comfort edge on his Bauer skates before, which is obviously, you might be able to see that on, if you go onto our Facebook page, have a wee look on the Facebook page under custom work, you might be able to see that on there. So that was one of the ones that I did to keep him in the same skates, because he wouldn't move away into another pair because he couldn't be bothered breaking them in because he's a lazy sod. But anyway, other than that, that's me for tonight. Definitely this time to go and do some editing, and then obviously spend the day with the kids tomorrow, and then back at it next week. Take it easy, guys.